What is up, guys? It is your least favorite truck enthusiast here, and today we're deleting my vacuum pump. So if you guys have heard anything about these GM 2014, I think it goes 1853s, their vacuum pump's junk. Basically what happens is, if I'm backing into a parking spot, or if I'm in traffic or anything, my brake pedal will pulsate, and then it'll just lose all pressure. And then my truck will basically push through the brakes, even though I'm on a floor. And it's because the vacuum pump is bad. Now, usually you can't delete it if you have V4 mode still, but my V4 mode is turned off through HP tuners. Because the vacuum pump's mainly for this DOD, V4 mode. Because when you're in V4, it doesn't make enough pressure. So the vacuum pump helps it build pressure when you're in lower cylinder mode. So if you have that lower cylinder mode anymore, then boom, you can delete your vacuum pump, which is what I'm doing today, because it's getting kind of sketchy if I'm trying to back in or in traffic behind somebody and I lose my brake pedal. Now I'm sitting in it because my truck's on a 8-inch lift, so it's a little bit easier to sit in it. But I'm also doing it a little bit differently. If you like me, you'll watch some videos and you want to know what the hell you're doing before you do it. You know what I mean? That's me. And everybody I've watched, they always delete the vacuum pump. They run the high pressure, not the high pressure, the brake booster to right here, and this line down there, they just get rid of. The PVC line. The factory one, which is over there, so my bad. The factory one that runs from there to here, the factory PVC line, they just cap this side off. And I'm like, well, that's dumb, because, like I said, I have a catch can, which goes to those two lines, and this thing actually catches quite a bit of stuff. There's some stuff in it right now. There's not a lot in it. There's just a little bit in it. Just a little bit, not much. So I yank this off. Like I said, I haven't drove it too much, because I just got it out a couple days ago. There's a little bit in there, not much, but you can see that. Like, look, what the hell? There's like chocolate milk down there. Not even, it's like, what the heck? So where does that all go? Just in your motor if you cap that off? That's why I was like, I want to keep my catch can, man. I don't want to cap off a line. So where does all this junk go? Back into your motor? Awesome. Sounds like a great idea. Let me do that right now. Frickin' idiots, I swear, man. I hate them. So this little bad boy from P&P Techworks is what we're running. This thing's $100. But basically, it lets you run a catch can or keep your factory PVC line that runs from there to there, and then still run your brake booster. Your brake booster is going to go to here now. I'll show you. So, you look right here, you have your evap solenoid. This thing goes above it. Don't worry. This little thing goes above it. Take this out so you have room. But right here, evap solenoid. And then there's just one little 10 mil. Wherever I put it, I don't know. There's just, where did I put it? I don't know. There's one little 10 mil down here. You undo that, take this off, boom. I unplugged it, don't worry, the plug's right here. Just unplug it real quick so you have, just put that off to the side. So boom, there's your evap sensor. And this thing's real simple to use, I'll show you. Let me see if I can't do this one-handed. Actually, let me set you guys up right here real quick. My bad, y'all, my bad. Just real fast. Okay, so this is gonna go just like so. So there's a hole here that lines up with the hole where that 10 mil came out of, and this is where your evap sensor will go into. So you just line it up, shove the evap sensor into it, boom, like that. See, the holes line up, evap sensor goes on just like that. And this goes where the evap sensor went, and that 10 mil, they give you a longer one. That goes where the shorter one went. So like I said, pretty simple. And then you just feed this down in here, which can be, and then like I said, you feed this down in here, like so. Plug it back in. Come on. Get in there. There. Like that. Just like so. It's a little bit easier to undo this harness. There's just little clips. Just yank them out of the intake cover. It's a little bit easier to do, and remove the line for the thing. If you have a stock intake, honestly, it might be easier just to remove the whole intake if you have a stock one, because I know they're huge. And then you just put your longer 10 mil in. I'm going to put you guys right down for a second, so I can reach. Maybe. Maybe I can reach. Come on. I can. Indeed. Put your longer 10 mil in. Grab whatever you're using. Now, it ain't gotta be super duper tight. You definitely don't want to break that bolt, because that would suck. Come on, you. Just get it snugged up, like that. Now see? She ain't moving. Boom. Perfect. How it's supposed to go. And now, come on, off of there. There. Maybe? Is there another one or something? What the hell? Oh no, you're still on the valve. Okay. Okay. So, see, there it is. Like I said, you can reuse this factory line right here, but I'm not going to, because it's got so many bends and shit in it. You just gotta kind of like twist it up, like this, and cut it wherever you think is gonna reach the valve, and you reuse this valve. But I got this piece of line, basically the same line the catch can uses. So that's what I'm going to be using instead of that twisty ass thing. I think it's just 3/8. Yeah, 3/8. Right there. So that's what I'm using instead of that. So let's get that one off, get the new one on. Okay, so it does make your life a lot easier. Just pop these little grommets out of the thing and just move this whole harness to the side. And this one zip tie, which it just broke, so you don't need that. It'd be right. Like I said, it is pretty tight right there. There's not a lot of room to work with all these lines going each which way. So now, I should be able to take this and actually put it onto here, like so. Maybe. Ozone. So yeah, just make sure you got the clearance. Tube is just flopping everywhere. I probably should have put on the other side first. There you go. She's on. Clip it on. Clip the right clip in. Give it a tug. Boom. She ain't going nowhere. And now you can route it however you want to right there. I'll probably go and obviously plug back in your your evap sensor, which is a little bit easier to do after the fact. So you just put this down there like this. Don't run out of line, see right there. This plug. So you run that down there like that. Yeah, all those wires and stuff is not good. Tight spaces, man. Tight spaces. Come on, plug. Go home. Go home, plug. Go home. I feel like Happy Gilmore trying to put the damn ball. There she goes. The ball went home. The plug went home. Okay, it's on there. Like I said, there's just a lot of going on right here in this area, so you just gotta fandangle and fight stuff a little bit. That's why I said just yank these plugs out. You can just put them back in after. Makes it a lot easier. So there, that's rerouted. This I'll probably put back. This line I'll put back through both those catch cans and back on. There. Just like so. So now my catch can, boom, goes down to there. This catch can is routed to there, where they usually put the oil brake booster line in most of the videos. But now with this, booster's gonna go here with this hose, which I'll probably route. I'm also trying to do most of this one-handed, so yeah, I'll probably route it just like that. Boom, it's right there. Just go down, around. Actually, can I get that down underneath there? Boom, just like that. And then just like I said, heat up this. Actually, I might just leave that slack. I might cut a little bit off, like right there. Just cut a little bit off. I want to have some slack. You don't want it to be too tight. Other than that, that's pretty much about it. So I'm going to cut some of that slack off, heat it up, get that side put in. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here's the finished install. That fitting was a lot easier to get onto. It's a little bit smaller. Like I said, just heated it up a little bit, shoved it on there, went on a lot easier. This one's a little bit smaller than this one is. And I see I just routed it up and over and down right to there. Right to the PVC thing from P&P. I'll leave a link in the description. Like I said, it is $100, but I mean, now I can keep my catch can. If you don't have a catch can, then you can keep your effective PVC line. And it runs from under here, right there. Runs from there down to here. You can keep that or keep the catch can. So like I said, blocking this off or people heat it up, and I don't know if that's good for the motor. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just for V4, but like I said, my catch can still catches stuff. So I wanted to keep it. Oh, and don't forget your little throttle plug right here. Tighten that back in too. Okay, guys, we're underneath the truck. Right there. Right there is your vacuum pump. Right there. So there's your belt. There's your pump. Honestly, the hardest part is getting the damn bolts off. If you look up there, see those? I really can't see it. Try to get a better angle. Okay, so it's not that easy to get to. See? Way up in there. There's one bolt. They're way up there. Right there's one. It's really hard to see. It says pitch black up there. But right. They're up there. They're not fun to get to. So there's two of them straight. One's up right above from another. Let me see if I can't really get better lighting up there. Really kind of tricky. There you go. You can kind of see them right there. Those two. They're not fun to get to. What I did is this. Long ass extension. Swivel socket. They're not super tight, so that broke them loose just fine. Because like I said, they're not super tight. And here, you got one right up behind this little tray piece. That one I just used a long 13, a deep 13. Then you got one up top here, which is really hard to see. I just kind of felt for it with its short 13 and a short extension. Just kind of feel for it. You gotta kind of use your fingers because you really can't see it. Maybe from above the frame, you might be able to see it, but I didn't feel like getting my wheel liner out to try that out. So those are the 4 bolts. And a little bit of oil might drip down, and like I said, cut the belt. Just cut it off with a pair of vice grips. You don't need that no more. Like I said, they're pretty hard to get to. They're pretty tricky. These two are probably the easiest. Like I said, the bottom one just use a long 13 mil deep well. Up top just use a short one and a short extension. And then these two, I hope you have a lot of 3/8 extensions. My light is now stuck. Okay. Yeah, these two, I hope you have a lot of 3/8 extensions because, like I said, they're up there. And that worked out. They broke them both loose. So I'm going to finish taking them off. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I get out. Okay, you guys, I almost got it out. Like I said, that's what I had to use. A shit ton of extensions. And that was for these two. I got these two out. So if you look up in there, can I see? Can you guys see or not? See those 2 empty holes? The top one was super hard. That's why I had to use the super long extension. The bottom one wasn't too bad. I had to use a couple extensions. There's those 2 up there. That's what I had to use the super long extensions for. This side wasn't too bad. Like I said, that one up there you really can't see. It's right in the middle of the wheel almost, behind it. You can just feel it. You got to feel for it. You really can't see. Like I said, you might be able to see it from the top of the frame if you look and take off the liner. I just felt for it and felt it. This one down here, you can see it's still in, but it's finger tight. Okay, y'all. Sorry for the delay. I got the bolts out, and I'm like, dude, this thing's stuck in there because there's wire harness right here. So you gotta pop these out, which mine all broke, of course. And there's one that goes into the pump itself, and there's one right here. You guys see up there? Right there. Pop that one out, and there's a ground. Like there's a ground up here. I can show you what's better when I get it off. There's a ground up here. I yanked that ground screw out. See, there's the ground thing itself, right there, and it goes up there. So I yanked that out, and now I can I think I can get it out. Just kind of like rotate it and flip it. Oh, come on, come on. There she is. Come on. Come on. Doing this one-handed is not ideal. Okay, look at that. There she is. Damn, I bent that, didn't I? Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't know. There's a vacuum pump. Those are fun to get to. Okay, where is that ground at? Okay. So that ground went right into the side of the block. I can kind of try and show you. Maybe. So, see. I mean, you probably see that on your truck, because obviously you won't be out already. Right there. Hole right in there, right up there. It's kind of hard to see, like I said. There it goes, right here. My finger is. There's 113 mil as well. I popped that out, and I was able to flip up the vacuum pump like you just saw and get it out. So I'm gonna put that back in before I forget. So I'll see you guys in a second when I put that back in. There's your vacuum pump. So you see there's one screw there, and there's one inside of it. Let me see if I can get the light in there. So those are the two holes that you need to use the bolts for. Those are also the only two holes that they fit in. So it's pretty easy. See, you can see the one inside there. Those two are the ones you need to use the bolts for. So then you just find the Allen form, tighten them up, and boom, bam, bam, bam. That's all you really need to do. Like I said, I got this anyway. Cover too, so I'll just throw that on there. You don't have to get this as well. You can get one this or just that, the two bolts. But I was like, I don't want a giant hole there, so I'll be throwing this on too. So I'll see you when I tighten these two down real quick. I got the Allen. Okay. So gaskets are in. That's all it is. And you just put it up there, whatever way it lines up with the holes. Just 4 holes, 4 bolts. Like I said, you can either do this one or just the bolts. I recommend just the bolts because I don't know how long these gaskets will last. The bolts will last pretty much forever. You know what I mean? So if you want to just do one, just do the bolts. Super easy. Tighten, throw in 2 of them, done deal. The hardest part's getting the damn vacuum pump out because those bolts are hard to get to. So it's a little bit easier when it's out. I mean, you got a lot more room in there. So you can either I just recommend just doing the bolts. I mainly wanted to showcase, you know, the vacuum pump. I mean, keeping the catch can and stuff. So I'm gonna throw this in real quick, just with the 4 little bolts it comes with, and then I'll lower the truck down, pump the brakes, and take it for a little drive around the parking lot, making sure everything's good, making sure there's no more thumping, making sure there's no more issues like there was. So we'll see you guys when it's done. Okay, last little tidbit before I put it on the ground. So I got it in. You guys can see it right here. It's probably a good thing I have it left. It's easier for you guys to see a little bit. So if you guys look up in there now, look at that. Nice and shiny now. That's the little plate that goes over it too. Boom. So now I got the bolts and that little plate. Let me show you guys from up here. I mean, it wasn't super hard. The hardest part, like I said, was just taking the damn thing off, honestly. There's a little plate, there's 4 bolts that screw in, tighten them down. Done deal. So, I'll get on the ground, I'll pump the brakes, I'll take it for a small drive, see if it's any better. And see if it pulsates. So, we will see you guys when she's back on the ground. Okay, y'all, moment of truth here. So, I got the truck started up, pumping them. They feel like they're building pressure pretty good. So I guess let's try and get out of here. This is an alleyway, so I'm going to be using the brakes a lot. Trying to get out of the hoist here. Yeah, my truck's loud. It's not stock. I got long tubes and everything on it. I actually had the videos up too with the long tubes and everything. Go check it out. So let's see. Let's put it in drive real quick. Hope for the best. Okay, we're in drive. Foot's on the brake. We're not moving. Off, on. Oh, wow. Yeah, it feels a lot better already. It doesn't go down nearly as far as it did. It used to go down pretty damn far. Now it doesn't go down at all. It's like really good. Try and get out of this hoist real quick. It's tight, squeeze. Wide tires. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, they feel great. There's no thumping, no pulsating yet. So far, so good. Yep, still nothing. Just hitting them every once in a second. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel anything. Before, by now, I would have pumped it 3-4 times, and I would have no brake pressure. I'd be pushing through the brakes. So it got kind of sketchy. That's why I had to do this, because I was like, okay. Yeah, because right now I'm on the brakes again. Yeah, no pulsating, nothing like that. Okay, cool. Well, let's go up here real quick and try and do let's get up to speed and hit the brakes. See how it does then. Like I said, my truck's kind of wide, so this alleyway is kind of tight. Big lift, wide wheels. You know why? Because why the hell not? That's why. Okay, ready? Let's give it some speed. Let's get out of here. Let's get to 10 mile an hour or something. See how it does. Okay, I'm gonna back it up, see how it does in reverse. Now I have room out here in front of the shop. Okay, let's see how it does. So now I'm backing her up. Let's give it some speed in reverse. And oh yeah, no pulsation, nothing. Let's do it one more time. I want to try and go forward, hit like 15, 20 mile an hour or something. Okay, ready? We're doing about 10. No pulsation, nothing. Okay, let's go forward this time. Let's try and get to the 10. There's 10. Nothing. So yeah, I say it works a lot better than it did. Because before it was kind of sketchy to drive. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Peace.